to step up and pay this off for her, or she's going to sue her lawyer who actually advised her go ahead and move forward with this op-ed. But
things aren't looking very good for Amber Heard. I mean, as if losing the case against her ex-husband wasn't bad enough, more revelations about the possible outcome of the appeal are giving us the impression that her planned appeal against the verdict will do her more harm than good. It's so bad that an analyst/lawyer revealed that Heard's only way out is to either back out of the appeal or sue her lawyer, who encouraged her to go into a legal battle against Depp for the op-ed she wrote. Are you curious about what Amber decided to do? Well, make sure to keep watching to learn more. Based on the trial, we all know that the meat of the defamation case is the very controversial op-ed that Amber wrote for the Washington Post. If you were able to tune in during the trial, I'm pretty sure that you are aware of how Amber's team repeatedly denied defaming Johnny through the op-ed and argued that they never mentioned Depp. So it's impossible to be affected by a post that did not even once mention his name. But of course, Team Johnny wasn't having any of it and insisted that Heard's op-ed clearly involved their client and damaged their client's reputation. Fast forward to the announcement of the verdict. The court believed Depp's argument and held Amber guilty for defaming Johnny, but still, Team H denied the accusation and decided to question the verdict. This is where the bad things come in. We all know how Amber started getting cancelled after she was proven guilty of defamation, so getting a job or getting cast in movies was pretty hard. This is why fans are curious about where Amber's money is coming from, and basically everyone wants to know who is footing the bill. An analyst broke down some key points of the appeal and discussed how it's possible for her to put out the cash when she decided to go after Depp even after the verdict was announced.
Property, and these types of claims generally aren't dischargeable in bankruptcy. If you do an intentional act, something that's malicious, Chapter 7, 11, or 13 won't get rid of that.
In the video, it was mentioned how it's impossible to go around and declare bankruptcy because the law doesn't allow that, especially in Amber's case where she was proven guilty of defamation, a crime involving malice and deceit. Well, the law wouldn't be protecting liars like her, right? The most shocking revelation they made is that Amber can choose to sue her lawyer for advising her to move forward with the case against Depp when they obviously knew it was a losing game. Does this mean Elaine Bredehoff might face Heard in court, this time as opposing parties? Pretty interesting, right? This can also be the reason why Elaine decided to quit Team H, but we don't really know. One thing is sure, though, Amber can go after her lawyers for telling her that she could win against Depp when it was pretty obvious from their legal perspective that the actress could not. They also discussed how, unlike Amber, Johnny has many options if he wants to get his money from Amber. However, they believe he won't be chasing after his ex-wife for the money, but he didn't have the choice because Amber decided that she wasn't moving on when she filed her appeal. So maybe it's better to teach her a lesson or two. Soon enough, fans were commenting non-stop about this possibility. One fan said, "H and her cronies have never ceased with their narrative. For this alone, I don't think that JD should let her off the hook. I do agree that Depp should really teach them a lesson." Another fan seconded, saying JD needs to follow through with the judgment. She's shown no remorse, no accountability, and continues to spread lies. We can only guess what Amber's next move will be in the following days, but it'll surely be interesting if she really decides to sue her lawyers for losing the case against Johnny. That's it for today's video, and remember, please take this information with a grain of salt. See you.